So when we're passing the guard, there's three main, well, at the beginner level, there's three main things, there's three main phases, okay? First one is posture, okay? Once I have my posture, then I have to break the guard, because I can't pass the guard without break, you know, if his guard is closed, if his legs are locked around me, it's very difficult to pass the guard, get around his leg. So I have to get a good posture, okay? I need to break the guard, and then I can proceed to decide how I'm going to pass the guard. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to show you guys just our basic break. This is just, there's no fancy name for it. This is the basic break. Right? This is the good technique that'll lead to everything else. So I need to have this hand out here, kind of keeping him from sitting up. If he sits up, he's going to grab me, pull me back down, and break my posture. I don't want him to do that. So this hand, I can keep pressure on. I kind of want to use it like a metal detector. When he tries to sit up, then I use it. But I don't want to be like gripped up here and pushing down and fighting even when he's putting pressure when I don't need to put pressure, okay? So a good grip is grabbing both of these lapels, getting that grip and twisting it and putting my palm right there. Okay, very strong grip. This hand is going to control on the hip, okay? I like to grab the pant and then put the palm of my hand right on his hip bone. From here, I need to lean out, right? Lean out, and the side that I'm controlling the hip, notice my elbows are inside. The side that I'm going to lean out on is the side that I'm controlling the hip, okay? I lean out here. Now my arm's in front of his leg, my hand's in front of his hip. Okay? Now I'm going to slide. Right now, if he tries to take me off balance, I've still got a good base here, you know? Anything he's going to do, he's got to open his guard to attack me. I still have a good, solid base, okay? Now I'm going to bring my right knee behind his butt cheek here, boom. Now, I'm going to stretch back, put pressure on the legs and break. Notice, where's my hand? Pushing on the hip, okay? On that hip bone. It's not elbow down digging in the leg. If I'm elbow down digging in his leg, I'm not controlling his hips. If he tries to come on my leg right now, it's hard for him to do because I'm pinning. Look at my arm is straight. I'm pinning his hip to the ground and I've got my knee here right behind his butt cheek. Not center. I don't want to bring it over to the center line because then I'm losing base. He can just use his legs and take me back over this way. Okay? And I don't want to lose that balance. So, grip. Here, half twist, palm right in the sternum, okay, hand on the hip, right, lean, bring that knee out. Now bring my knee behind the butt, okay, and stretch back. Now, go ahead, keep it locked. If he's got really long legs, and I'm all the way back here, I'm stretched back and I can't do it, can't get any further, now I can come back with this hand and go both hips, and stretch it out a little bit further, okay? From the side here, what shape do I make from the side? Huh? Triangle, right? Top of my head, down the hand, top of my head, down here. I'm a triangle from the side, okay? Am I an acute triangle, an equilateral triangle, a scalene triangle, obtuse triangle? What's that?
I would say equilateral.
Okay, thank you. Our resident nerd comes through again. I love it. All right. That was a nerd test, and you passed with flying colors. All right. But I guess that makes me one too, because I knew what to ask, right? So, if any time this hand is closer to under my head, which makes me what? More of a right triangle, or even acute, or whatever. Now, I'm not stopping myself from moving. So I want this triangle, okay? If I try to bring my hands back right away to put them both in his hips, all he has to do is pull forward with his legs, and he's gonna kill my posture. So I get my grip, boom, here, out, right? Once I move back, look what's happened. My triangle has moved back. Now I still have an equilateral triangle. If he tries to pull me forward with his legs, I've got him stretched out. And I've got a good base here. Now he can't pull me forward. Even if he's pulling with his hands, he's got his hands on my key, he's pulling, right? He's making it harder on himself. boom, I break the guard. Okay? So I don't want to see people just grabbing the hips with both hands, digging. Did anybody see me dig with my elbows in his legs? Okay? That's a white belt move. If I dig with my elbows in his leg, all he has to do is raise his hips. And now it doesn't work. I can't dig any more than that. And I'm not controlling his hips. By definition, if I'm pushing down on his hips, I can't put my elbow down into the, see what happens when I put my elbow down and my hand raises up. So last time, grips, grip on the hip. Same side leg sneaks out. I'm leaning over this, even if he's trying to pull me off base, it's very difficult for him to do. My knee comes over behind the butt, and I stretch back, I change my shape. If he's still locked up, he got long legs, if I'm rolling with Ed, I'm definitely gonna need to do this. I move back here, I get both grips, he can still be trying to pull me up. But I've got both hip bones in the palm heel of my hands, and I stretch it back and break the guard. If you do, let's give it a try, basic break. A lot of you are going straight to that knee up, which is perfectly fine. You got to be ready for him to bring his legs up though. Okay, if he leaves his legs down, you can get your knee up, that's perfectly fine. But we're going to go over the meathead pass and the shoulder and belly pass if we have time. Alright, so here, I'm going to break my guard. I encourage you guys to continue to practice this. Okay, but look, what happens is when I break my guard, he'll bring his feet and put them in my hips. Feet in my hips. Okay, because if he's here, he doesn't really have anything stopping me from what's going on. So now he's going to want to control the space, so he brings his feet to my hips. Okay, when he brings his feet to my hips, that's fine. That gives me space to establish a pass. Okay, if I try to go knee up here, I can still play this game, but he's got blocks in the way. Okay, so when he comes to here, a good move is to do the meathead pass. Okay, and I can do the single meathead pass, or I can do the double meathead pass. I'm sure the double meathead pass first. But take both arms down, elbows down to the ground, boom, and come around at the belt. Okay, come around at the belt, lock. See how that brings his feet, even if he's trying to keep his feet in my hips. Okay, I can stack them up. I want to control down around his hips. Look, gable grip, elbows tight to the hips. Okay, if I'm up here, it's easy for him to get out, and he's got more leg strength to use against me. He's got more leverage here. But if I'm down here controlling the hips, now it's much more difficult for him. Okay, I'm going to bring him up on my lap, here. Okay, I'm going to grab that far lapel. Okay, and there's a couple different ways I can do this, but right now we're just going to stack them up. Okay, I'm going to stack them up. And I'm going to grab behind, I can grab the gi or the belt, or do kind of like a reverse wedgie here. Generally, he'll be trying to keep me trapped with his legs. Okay, so I'm going to go, watch my body here. I'm going to go into a plank position, walk around, keeping my head up, and my hips down. See how my knees going on the ground as I do that? That keeps my pressure on him. I'm holding on to his belt, and look, what else am I holding on to? His lapel, so if he tries to roll away, I've got a good control of him. Okay, controlling what? Hips, right? There's different grips I can use here, and there's different advantages and disadvantages for each, but I think that's the strongest grip, because you can grab that and still be in kind of a gable grip type of position here, controlling the legs. Okay, so basic break. Brings his feet in my hips to block. Elbows down to the ground. Boom. Hands around the belt. Gable grip. Elbows pinching tight to the hips. Okay? I'm going to pull him up on my lap. Boom. Okay? Establish my grip. If this knee's on top, I'll usually grab right there, because you can go either way here. Okay? I can maintain a gable grip while I'm on. Right? Now look, what do I do with my knees?
Sprawl.
Get off. Okay, walk around using my shoulder pressure, right? See, head up, hips down. I pass, I can control, I can keep hold of the gi, but either way, he tries to turn away, I've got him here. And I've got a lot of pressure as I come around. I've got a lot of pressure on his hips, so if he's trying to turn back into me, yeah, it's very difficult, okay? And it's not just because I'm heavy, it's difficult for anybody, okay? Easy grip, break, okay? Feet in the hips, boom, elbows down right away, a lot. Pull him where? Pinching down with my elbows and pull him where? Up on my left. Get the grip on the gi, okay, whichever side. Tight, my elbow's still tight here. Okay, now what? Yup, plank position. I can use this arm to pull up, change my angle, do my shoulder pressure, and I'm coming down. Try to roll away. I've got control. And I'm in a good side control position, completely dominating and controlling. Guys, I'm going to show you this real quick. This isn't wrong. This is how I learn this. Okay? Reaching all the way in here. Alright? Reaching all the way in here. And then grabbing the gi here. Okay? And stacking and coming around and putting this pressure with this. Okay? But John's going to show you what to do when somebody does that to you. Here, right? All he has to do is push up on my elbow. And you can get that leg back in. Okay? When you got that arm all the way out there, if the person doesn't know, then you can abuse the guy because you're doing like just basically a bread cutter choke or a paper cutter choke at the same time. But if he knows how to push on that elbow, he's going to put you right back in the guard. If we stay down here with our grip, controlling the hips, now if he tries to push up on my elbow, not so successful. It's harder for him to get there. Okay? So not wrong grabbing up in the collar, but if that guy knows the elbow push escape, it'll kill your game. Quick. Any questions? Why is it called meathead? Huh? Why, Paul? Right. When guys start off, right, big guys start off, they just, right, they just trying to grab those legs and throw them, right? But he's grabbing the sleeves, and he's putting the legs down, and what am I arm wrestling? His legs, right? If I want to arm wrestle his legs, that's not good for me. But if I get here, and I do this right, now it's very difficult for him to stop. Because I'm using those hips to control. Here we go. So the guard open, I'm going to come to control the knee, and I'm going to underhook one leg. Okay? Now, I'm going to go into a push-up position here. Okay? So I push down with my hands, out with my legs. See where I'm at? Push-up position, but the leg, I'm pinning his leg between my legs. I'm not going to hang out here. I'm just showing you this. Now, my shoulder goes to his hips, and my head goes to the opposite side. My hands under his leg, it's hard for him to shrimp or move. I'm completely got off my weight on his hips. Okay? Now this leg comes over, knee to the hip, control the head, get my head up high. I don't want to hang out down here with my head near his legs once I come up. So I'm here, and I'm in a good position. Okay, so from the break, I grab the knee, and I underhook on the other side, okay? I go into my push-up position, jamming this leg down between my legs, boom, okay? Now I'm just pausing to learn the steps here. When I do this full speed, I'm not gonna hang out here. Shoulder down, head to the opposite side, okay? Feel the opposite down? Yeah, see, you want more comfortable. Yeah, I can be over here, I can be grabbing the gi or the belt, I got my hand on the ground whenever I need. I bring this leg over, knee to the hip. Once my knee's to the hip, then I can let go of this knee over here. Okay? You just open the hip with my head high right away. Get my other one. Okay, so you can see the other side here. I'll break the guard, it's open, I'm gonna grab the pant leg and underhook. Okay, I go into my push-up position. Boom. Shoulder down, head on the opposite side. Okay, pass. Knee goes where? To the hip. Now right away, now when I let go of this, I'm gonna reach up out with this arm and my head goes up with it. Okay, shoulder in the chin, head on the opposite side. From now, control. Okay. Once more. Okay, grip the knee, other hand comes under. Push-up position, shoulder down, pass, knee to the hip. Reach up high, head goes up high. Okay. Now full speed, full speed. And I don't have to do this one super fast, guys. Once my shoulder's in his belly, it's pretty strong. Okay? So I'm here, boom. Now I can hang out here, fight. Alright? I don't have to be in a hurry. Controlling and locking down his hips. Okay? Let's give it a breaks and passes. So we did our basic break on Monday. I'm going to show you a good break to do against especially a guy with longer legs than you. Okay? This is a great break for a guy with longer legs than you. Or if the guy's climbing up on you, if he's trying to do a high guard attack to you. Okay? We're going to start off with my inside biceps tie. Alright? You can I usually just palm heel it like this, okay, because for him to come underneath it is kind of tough, okay? Guys can't usually scoop underneath that. I'll see a lot of people teach doing it like this, but I don't feel like you have the same control there. I feel it's easier for him to pummel. So I'm inside bicep tie on either side, okay? From here, I'm going to step up, okay? And I'm going to bring a knee to the center, right? Knee to the center, boom. Right, now I'm going to walk up him, and I'm going to sit back down. Okay? In the kids class, we call this combat knee. All right? Here. Yeah. So, this puts us in a really good combat knee or violator position here. Right? Ready to pass, ready to play my game, putting pressure on him. This is really effective if he tries a high guard game on me. Okay, if he's trying to climb up my back here, this allows me to bring a knee up very easily and stop him. Once my knee's up, if he tries to put me back in the guard, try to close the guard up around me. Okay? Unless I'm really small, like he might be able to put, you know, Blaze or somebody smaller, but in my weight class, nobody's going to be able to close their guard back up around me and the knee and the arms. My elbows are in, I've got a good posture, I'm controlling the hips, everything that we were talking about before. Okay, so from the side, I'm sorry. Whenever somebody's climbing, I think of this right away. If somebody's got, or they run a little bit of a higher guard, if they got longer legs, then it's always in the back of my head. If they got shorter legs, if they start climbing, I'll do it, but if they've got shorter legs and they don't climb, this isn't my go-to move, okay? So I'm here, inside bicep tie. All right, is this the only way I can control him? No, but it's a good one because it's hard for him to hook my legs and I'm putting pressure on his arms. Okay, so here, I come up, I bring a knee to the center. Okay, now I sit back, you do a triangular base, right? I'm making a triangular base with my feet here, knee up. I want to point this out, have pressure, control the hips, elbows in. I can grab my feet and start my passing game. Okay? Once more from behind. Okay, he starts climbing, doing a high guard game on me. Well, that's even better. Very easy for me. Look, it's so easy because he's high up on the guard. And I'm going to skip the arm around, but I quickly bring the knee in and sit back down. And I've got a good guard break position, and I've got a good passive posture from here. I'll show you two passes from this posture once we get this break on. Okay? So we'll give each other a little bit of help. Work from the high guard, right? Work from the high guard. Okay? This will make it easier on you too. Okay? Good. Alright? Those are two very fundamental passes, the passes we're going to do today. And pay attention. Everything that I'm doing has a purpose and a reason. Okay, so head down. Your head down. So from my violator posture, okay, or combat knee, he's gonna choose to go one way or the other. He's not gonna stay centered, because if I start driving, then he gets my shin where he doesn't want it. So he's gonna choose to go one way or the other. If he shrimps out this way, feeling like he can block me and try to get his knees in and stuff like that, I'm waiting for that. When I feel him start to move, I'm gonna drive my knee across. This is my knee through pass, right? My knee's going straight through from my right side to my right side. Knee through, okay? At the same time as my knee's going through, I'm gonna underhook his leg and cross face. Okay, so now if he's trying to hook me in his guard or his half guard, my arm's in the way, it's giving him trouble. And if he's trying to push on my hips and give me trouble over here, that cross face kills a lot. If I let him come down here, see, that allows him to get space. But if I cross face and control the leg, it's a lot harder for him to make that pressure. Now, my right knee, my knee that went through, I'm trying to get right to his hip. From there, I'm going to back step. Okay? Notice where my pressure's at. I'm under here, I cross-faced him, and I put the shoulder pressure here. Now look, my foot's still hooked, my knee's in his hip. Escape that? Okay? I'm not on him, but I've got pressure in the hip, and I'm putting shoulder pressure here, which is not a good position for him. I like to grab under the shoulder, because that allows me to put pressure on him. Okay? Now, I have my choice. I've got my hand loose, I can start attacking his lapels. Okay? I can block the knee and step over to the mount. Okay? Or I can block the hip by putting my hand on the ground next to his hips and come to side control, maintaining that good shoulder pressure here. Right? If my shoulder pressure's here, then his arm's going to be up here defending. Okay? So I don't really have to worry about the underhook. Because if he gives up the underhook, he's trying to get the underhook, and I put more shoulder pressure on him, and then he brings that back up. And then I palm to palm here. Okay? Alright, so here, he decides to bring his hips out a little bit, so I drive the knee. Okay, right next to his hips here. At the same time, what am I doing? Huh? Cross face and underhook the leg. Okay, see where I'm at? Now, if he's trying, whatever he's trying to do, I make it really tough on him because my pressure's on his hips here. Okay, I'm reaching around behind his head here as I cross face. Back step, look. My hip can go all the way to the ground. My hips are open up to the sky, but I'm putting his shoulder pressure here. All right? Worst case scenario, he's got this arm in, he's making space, he pops my hook off, my hand covers the hip, and I come to side control. Okay? People, common mistake. People will come here, they'll cross face, they'll grab, and they'll look for the underhook. Now, just put me in half. Okay? Now he locks me down in half. Now I've got to fight my way out of half. I don't get the points. I might get an advantage, but I don't get any points. So I need to make sure that if I cover this leg at the same time as I'm going, and he tries to put me in half, see, he's helping me do my thing. When he stays in, I back step to kill his arm. If he's blocking my hips, I put my weight down on it. It's hard for him to stop. I'm in a good position here. I can hold on to the leg, switch. If I lose control, I can do whatever. But let's just focus on bringing this hand to the hip, place it on the ground next to his hip, switch hips, or switch my knee to the hip, and underhook. And I'm in a good side control position. Here we go. Once more, are we good? One more? Okay. Head this way. Okay. Knee through, go straight through on the same side. Cross face and underhook the leg. knee is in tight to the hip. Back step. Boom. Okay? Now, what we're doing here, I'm just going to let go. Once I'm past here, I don't need to hold on to his leg anymore. I put my finger up here next to his hip. I got to get shoulder pressure on his chin. I'm going to move away. I don't want his head down. I don't want him here where he can curl. I want to put pressure on his chin and make him look away. Hand comes to the hip on the ground. Switch. Knee into the hip. And I'm going to do a side control. There you go. Cross knee pass is a big money maker. All right. I'm in my posture here, and he decides to shrimp out the other way. I'm going to go my same knee that's up, but I'm going to go across that center line. So cross knee pass. Now at the same time, I'm looking for this pommel. Okay, now I control the arms. Notice what else am I doing?
Stepping over.
Step in the base. Sometimes he'll have his leg up in the way. Okay, so right? I don't really, you know, like this shouldn't really stop it. Just grab it, keep it in place, step over. Okay? Grab the arm, the gi, if you can get behind the elbow. That's awesome. Okay? Where are my hips? On his hips. Again, my body weight here, if he's trying to escape, if he's trying to go anywhere, this is a very debilitating position. Okay? And not just because I'm a big fatty. Okay? Like, my foot is still hooked here. My knees all the way across. I'm blocking his hips. I've got the underhook. If I can get the sleeve here, I'm in a really good position. Now, I'm going to sit through. Look, I point my knee out and I slide down, blocking his leg with my hips. So as he's trying to put me back in the guard, my hips are blocking him the whole time. Now I go wide, and where am I? Scarf. In a good jiu-jitsu scarf position. Okay, not Kesa-gatame. Okay, not Kesa-gatame where he's got the arm free, but a good jiu-jitsu scarf control where I've got the underhook here. Okay? Okay. Knee up, he shrimps. Look, I'm pummeling as I pass the knee. If I can step, look to step right away. If he's blocking with his leg, that's fine. I push, I come across. Pick up the sleeve. All right? And even if he's trying to trap my foot, even if he clamps down on my foot with his legs, like scissor your legs together, even if he gets my foot stuck between his thighs, right? If I sit down and I use my hips to block, I can pull that leg out, and I'm putting how much pressure on you? Okay, because I got my whole body weight there. Good underhook, good control. I sit through, I'm controlling the arm, I can go right into attacks from here. Does everybody see the major difference between the cross knee and the knee through? On the knee through, what am I doing with my arms? Head and legs, right? I'm controlling his head and legs. What am I doing with my arms on the cross knee? Controlling his arms. Okay, I'm getting the underhook on one side, controlling the shoulder, picking up the other arm. So it kind of changes. As my angle changes, I'm controlling more his shoulders. But my knee through, my cross knee, my position here is blocking his hips. I just have to get this underhook. Look guys, if I don't get this underhook, where am I? Okay? So there's some advanced applications where I don't necessarily have to have the underhook, but I'm not going to go over that right now. There's grips that I can have that'll stop him from being able to take my back. But in general, I want to get that underhook. Gi or no gi, right? Cross knee, underhook, step over, pull up on the elbow, sit through to a good wide scarf. Toe down, big toe up. Okay, nice and wide. I don't want to be here where I can just be stuffed into the hole. Good wide base. Okie dokie. Let's do it. When I take my arm from behind the one and in front of the other. This is a Turk. Okay? Now I can work a whole series of passes off here. But the first part of it, how do we end up here? Sweep. I can end up there, right? If I'm trying to pass and he's getting this knee in to just block, I just bring this knee in to block. Not necessarily that he's trying to sweep me, but he's blocking. scissor sweep he's setting up here. All right, so from here, I'm going to take this arm behind the leg in front of the other one. Now look guys, I want to be down here on top of the knee, okay? If you're up here grabbing the gi, you can move his leg around a lot, right? But if I'm here, kind of punching my hand to the ground, put some weight there. Now when he tries to bring his leg up, it's a lot harder. It's fighting against the structure here. Now, I want to base out here, okay? I'm going to bring my shoulder down on the knee, okay? See where I'm at? Lots of pressure. If I'm closer up here to his hips, it's easier for him to move his knee and give me trouble. So I actually want to be down here, okay? In a tripod position. My third point pressure here. Does everybody see where I'm at? So I put the shoulder down hard, right above the knee, and base out with my legs. Here, okay? Now this hand, I want to be grabbing the sleeve or even the gi. When I set this up, I normally look for this gi, okay? So I'm here, puts the knee across, he's looking to scissor sweep, we're working this posture, so I come here, okay? Grip here and here. Now I'm going to tripod up, third point pressure. Where's my head? Right in his chest. See how I'm already kind of past him? So I pull here and I push with my head. I'm not looking down, I'm looking into him with my forehead. So if he tries to push my head, I've got a good position. Now I come around. Now look, this hand here turns the other way. Okay, I'm pulling here, pushing here. The knee comes in, and I'm in a good side control position. Okay. So here, he shrugs to try to scissor sweep. Even if he's grabbing a lot of times if he's grabbing my gi, he's trying to take me this way, right? He's trying to control my arm from basing out over me. So I'm going to grab the lapel, Turk, and then I'm going to jump up, pushing my shoulder pressure down here. Into a tripod position, head in his chest. You hear? Say the alphabet, Mike. A, B, C, D, E. Okay, it's a lot of pressure here. Now my hand turns so that I'm palm down. That helps move his legs away, and my knee comes into the hip. Okay, this is nice because I have a push-pull. Push into him, I'm pulling with the gi here. Okay? Switch on that. Okay, gets into his scissor sweep position. I grab this here, I put my Turk in. I want to get my shoulder down on the knee, jumping up and out. Head's pushing into him here, I'm pulling here. Now I switch the hand as I come around, knee comes into the hip, cross face, I'm going to stop the pull. There we go. Once more, is everybody good? Okay, let's do it. Pressure off, so his knee comes up. I'm going to maintain my position here, my grip. I'm going to take this back hand, okay, I can't wait all day. I'm going to take it, reach up, switching my grip to palm. My palm stays up here, boom, okay? I grip and rip. It's very difficult for him to stop because he doesn't have anything based over here. So when I rip the leg down and put the knee in, now I'm on the side, okay? I can't hang out and wait. I pull the knee out, I pull his knee out of the way, and I put my knee to his hip, which blocks him from getting that back in, okay? So here, boom, head position, I'm working my pass, but he gets that knee up, he's blocking me with this knee. Okay, I keep my grips, I switch my hand here very quickly, and as soon as I pull this out, right, I just cup it, I pull it out, bring the knee in. And it kind of redirects his hips and flattens him out a little bit too. Okay? Let's see what's going on. Do you see everything on there, Christian?
I was gonna say, can I just turn a little bit more? Or if I can just get over here.
So, I'm in the position here. Right? Probably from here, right? So this hand comes here, grips here, switches, I get as far around as I can. I grip here, right? I keep all these grips, I keep the pressure. Pull on the knee, my knee goes in. Control the hips. Okay? It's one of the few moves that you gotta do quickly. You can't hang out and wait because you get that little window as his hips are going back, but then he's gonna be trying to come back into you. Okay? Be careful not to knee, straight up knee the guy on the side or anything. Just get that knee into his hip. There you go. Still happening here. Because I'm really close to passing him on this side.
When I get in this good position, and he's bringing these legs up trying to block it, bring his top and his bottom leg, and he's trying to block me from passing. Okay, I still got a good pivot point here, and this illustrates a really good point. All right, this illustrates a great point in guard passing. If it's not working one way, go the other.
Okay, look for this control here, so he can't roll away. If you don't get the arm, if he starts to roll away and you don't get the arm, usually it's going to be here, like because I'm trying to reach here. So if his arm comes over, grab the look up, roll away. Okay, just grab that far look out. Boom. Okay. So here, it's the same grip. Right, shoulder down, head position,
But he's strong, he's following me with his feet. Okay, I keep this shoulder down and I jump back over to the other side.
I've already got this lapel, so it's hard for him to roll away. If he gets to here, right? If I can come in here between the arm and the head, then I'm going to have the side control. Okay. If I don't get the arm, right? I've got the lapel here. If he can go, then I can transition right to where? Take it back. So I get my 3 points for the pass. I get my 4 points for the back. I'm up 7 points, and I'm in a good position to start attacking.
It's the same. Get in a good position. See, he's blocking me with his feet, bringing both feet up. Right? So I jump back over the other way. Right? If he tries to chase me with his legs, it's hard because I've got all this pressure on my shoulder.
Leg comes down. If I want to keep him on his side, I pummel in here. If I want to take his back, I let his arm go. My foot goes in first here, this near side, before he's even up.